Slow, wimpy cars are fun.
Jump in this thing and see what it'll do.
Ready to rock this, bro?
What is happening, my peoples? Well, I am just getting back home now with a new project car. It's kind of cool. I dig it. I don't know if I'd call it a hot rod, but it's pretty sweet. It's classic-y, and it has the image of being fast, even though it's really not. Now, I'm going to show you some highlighted glimpses of the car, some close-up beauty shots. I want you guys to guess, to see if you can figure out, in fact, what this new car is. You know, is it a Dodge? Is it a Plymouth? Is it a Ford? Is it a Chevy? What is the body? What is the engine? What is the year? See if you can figure out what it is before I get it dumped off into the backyard. Well, I'm getting ready to roll up to the house right now. So, lay your comments down. What is it? It is here.
I rode through the valley where the lost souls lie. A past full of ghosts, a gun by my side. They left me for dead, carved my name in stone. But a man like me don't die alone. One by one they'll pay in blood. Dust don't settle till it turns to mud. No prayers, no savior, no way to repent. This road only ends where the bullets are spent. I ain't riding for mercy, I ain't riding for grace. I'm riding for vengeance, I'm setting the pace. No last word, no chance to defend. I'll see you all at the bitter end. They took my land, they burned my past. Left me in the dark, but I learned real fast. A loaded gun and a whiskey grin. Now they'll know how the Reaper grins. Sheriff's got a price on my head, but dead men don't spend what they ain't got left.
Now, if you in fact guessed a 1972 Dodge Demon slant 6 automatic on the column bench seat, you would be correct, because bam, that's what it is. This is in fact, well, exactly what I just said. Now, this is not your hot rod. It is not your sports car. It's not a shit and get car, but it still has some looks. And this patina, now not everybody is for patina, but I don't know, man. The Richard Petty blue with the patina. See, and the Demon taillights is one of the things I like. I mean, I'm not a huge A-body guy, but Demon taillights at night just look evil. They look evil sitting still. They look evil with a slant 6 under the hood. They don't sound evil, but they look the part. It is in fact, yep, 1972, and it is from Minnesota area. Now, people are going to hate this, but I actually dig the like flannel seat inserts with the blue interior. It is bitchin'. Another bitchin' thing is this Demon door emblem here. That is cool. That just looks awesome. And it again, looks speedy, but in fact is not. It's like a baby demon. It's like it just hasn't quite grown to maturity yet. It hasn't dropped its balls yet. There's 2 pistons that still haven't dropped. It's only a 6-cylinder. But if you just wanted a fuel economy car that looked cool, now fuel economy classic car, nobody really does that anymore. There's a couple guys. There's a couple of you guys with me. I do it, and I know there's a couple guys on the other side of the screen that do drive your cars. And if you drive your cars, let me know. Say it below. Let's get our classic cars speaking out, because if some of you well know, even on the West Coast here, they are trying to get our classic cars off of the roads. They're calling them parade cars. Seriously? My carbureted cars get the same fuel mileage, if not right there, with the modern cars. So bullcrap on your parade status. Anyways, back to the car. As you know, we have blue on blue interior, but it has the rubber floor mat, which is really ungooder for rust, because you know, moisture can build up under the mat and it's nowhere for it to go. So typically rubber floor mat cars, ungood. This one doesn't look too bad though. You look underneath it, looks fine. Ooh, I see an aftermarket option that I wish these cars came with standard. Cup holders. Everyone needs cup holders. I'm so tired of holding cups in my lap. So obviously, it is Richard Petty Blue, dressed with some cool looking, rare 4-inch bolt pattern Kragers. Yes, Demons, A-bodies, early 72 and older, had smaller bolt patterns. So instead of 4.5-inch bolt pattern, this with the itty bitty 4-inch bolt pattern. Dumb, I know. Why did they do that? Probably just so they'll be different. But then later on they realized, hey, that's dumb, and they did away with that. They stayed with 4.5-inch for everything. Well, except the big C bodies. I think those were 5 on 5. Don't know, don't care. I'm not a C body guy. I only like what I like, and what I do like is this Demon. So the interior is pretty ragged, but some of it is actually really good. Like the dash is really good still. And it's an AC car, factory AC. Look at that. We got the vents under the dash. We got the controls. Ooh. We got the Playboy bunny. So this might have been some cool, like, hot rod chick driving this thing. You know, but just fuel mileage to the, you know, booby bar. I don't really want to sit in this thing right now, because where this car came from, it has the, I forgot the name of it. It's like a cactus or something, but it has like spiky balls of death. Hence, the Demon makes sense, because these spike balls suck ass. They're like barbed. They're like microscopic barbs, and when they go in you, you have to really yank on them to come out. And your first reaction when something, you know, bites you, hits you, whatever, is to reach down and grab it. But then double whammy. Now you have spikes on both sides, and they suck. I know there's a lot of them under the hood. I will show you. I just don't want to sit on the seat and get a surprise with a spiky thing up the ass. But it looks like I might be in good. Ooh, we got a newspaper here. What's the date on this thing? Probably can't see it. There is no date, but that's definitely an old newspaper. This looks like original hubcaps, which it is. Dodge. If this is the glove box, then I'm betting there isn't one in the car. Ooh! It does have them! Sweet! Yeah, see, that was supposed to go right there. I thought it was missing it. Haha! Very demony, but it's not. It's kind of cool because it has like a cartoony look to it. Like even the emblem, it just has that cool, like, demony cartoon look to it, and which Chrysler did that for a reason, because if they just made an evil looking car, you know, that didn't have some kind of cartoon character, kind of like the Plymouth Duster with, you know, the Tasmanian Devil or whatever that thing was called. And back then, you know, using the name Demon would not have been a very good selling point, which I think that's probably what the demise was of the Demon. See, they came out with the Demon to counter the Duster. The Duster came out in 70. Well, the Demon didn't come out till 71, and it didn't last very long. So, but they were such a cool looking car, even though it's really the same body as the Duster. See, I'm not a super A-body guy. I don't know all the fine details. I don't know everything about an A-body. But what I do know is the typical stuff that most of your Mopar A-body guys will know. You know, and the Duster and the Demon is the same freaking car. They just have different grille, different tail panel, minor differences here and there to separate them on the line. But when you look at them from the side, it's the same car. Except from the side, this looks much cooler. Oh, there's those spike balls of death. God, these things suck. And they're like freaking ninja stars. Just seeing those things make me not even want to work on it. They suck that bad. But we do have a piece of Chrysler history here. 225 cubic inches of Chrysler six-cylinder Fury, or lack thereof. They call it the Leaning Tower of Power is its nickname, but I have never felt the power part, so I don't know. Lacking Tower of Power, disappointment Tower of Power, I don't know. But they're supposedly pretty reliable, and they run forever, even with hardly any oils in them, or no oil at all, which is a lie. I've just been told that over the years. Oh, you don't even have to have oil in those things, they'll run. No. You know what I'm thinking, though? I'm thinking, let's see if we can get this thing running and driving. And maybe I can have myself a little fuel economy hot rod. Like, this will be the city beater. It'll be the road trip beater. It'll be the save money so I can afford to buy extra from the value menu beater. I have no idea how long it's been since this thing has been on the road. It's got a plate on it. Let's check it out. 1991. September of 1991. So I was exactly 6 years old when this car was last registered in Minnesota. I don't know, it's so complete. Like, would you really butcher this to put a 340 in or a big block? You know, would you really throw any kind of horsepower at this thing instead of keeping it original? I mean, why would you want to do that? I'm forcing myself not to. I really am. Ooh, look at that. The Demon has also brought the Black Cat. Ironic? I think not. I actually don't even know where the dipstick is on a Slant 6. Where is it? Oh, I sees it. I found it. Genius. Found it. Is there any oil in it? Ooh, there is oil in it, and it looks still fairly see-through. Oh. Wow. Smells like old gas. We'll leave that in there. It's still brown in color, so if it don't run, I didn't have to waste any money on oils. There is still red transmission fluid in it. It's probably blood from its victims at the drag strip. Oh no! All the spark plugs have been eaten. That one's eaten. That one's eaten. It's got gnaw marks everywhere and rat feces everywhere. This was their dumping grounds under the hood of this car. There is just feces and brown skittles everywhere. So we're already missing 2 cylinders. How many are we missing now from lack of plug wires? I see we have... So it has the potential to run on 4. Man, just freaking gnaw marks on everything. Just... Man, they even ate the man's positive wire on the ballast resistor. That is just rude. Science. Rats, in fact, like negative cables more than positive cables. You need extra long needle nose pliers to evict these spike balls. You do not want to pick them up, because if you pick them up, you will then be stuck to your skin. And if you use even welding gloves, they stick to welding gloves. These things are horrible. So we're going to evict all these guys just so we can put a battery in here and see if this demon even has any electricity flowing through its body. I should send all these to Gary Enlow in Nebraska. He loves these things. Ugh. See if this thing has any juices in it. What the hell is that? Oh shit! Freaking just gonna scratch my glass. Well, the windshield wipers work. All right, let's turn that off. That was very evil sounding. It's like nails on a chalkboard. The car is evil. Wipers. I don't know. I think that's off. Let's try this again. Whoa. Well, how are you still moving? Winning. Hopefully. All right. Okay. Haha, you're not damaging my windshield. Did they go down? Are they trying to come back up? Okay. I think they're in the off position now. Lights. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing on the dash. No lights at all, really? Okay. Map light. Nothing. Well, there's no dome light. We have wipers and nothing else? We got wipers and nothing else? Oh, I guess the reverse light works. I just saw that in the front camera. Let's see. Okay, we got one reverse light and one brake light. So the brake light is stuck on. Is the pedal stuck down? Kinda looks like it, huh? It was stuck down. Detective work. This is one of those rare finds that still has the key. See if it do anything. Of course not. Well, with the reverse lights working, I would think the neutral safety would work, but nothing. Oh, the amp meter's doing something. It's doing jiggly amp meter things. Do all Mopars smell like rat piss? Or just all the ones I get? If you are wondering what this guy is on the dash, that is the warranty cert card. Guys would bring it in and get warranty work done. This one actually was oil changes. So this was the oil change card here. Service record. Yeah. So service record report, I guess. So it has done the factory trans service, differential service, oil changes at the mileage, oil filter, air filter. Go ahead and put that back there. So that's actually the service card. What is on this paper here? I think that's 12, so December 1st, 1976. That had to have been a cold day. The oil change was at 47,091 miles. Battery, okay. All right, well, kind of little history stuff. So we know the oil change was in fact done in 1970s. Ooh, something else that just worked because my elbow hit it. Let me put my card back in here. Turn signal. One of them. It doesn't flash, but... Oh, there goes the other one. The contacts are cleaning up as we work with them. Does that mean the running lights work? Let's see. Oh, my demon emblem. Oh, my Dodge emblem. Let's put it back there. We in fact do not have running lights up front. I don't even like sticking my fingers anywhere in there. Oh, the wiring's all ate. There is no wiring. Damn rats ate it all. The wires are completely gone for the headlights. Bastards. These things, man. Either they had a hard time getting the terminals off, or the rats were hungry for lead. Ah. This would explain some things. That wiring is all eated up. All the wiring is eated up. All of it. Double bastards. It doesn't smell any better on the passenger side of the car. Been waiting for a rat to jump out at me, but so far I'm in the clear. We've got more paperwork here. Minnesota insurance card from 1986 or 87. All right. I do like my little Playboy air freshener though. Probably have to leave that in there. What is in here? Let's check it out. Like I thought, nothing. Nope. Just more poop. Well guys, this is going to require an extensive wiring rework because a lot of the wiring is just straight cut, eaten, nibbled out. It is completely gone. Like, no wonder the starter relay didn't work, because the yellow wire that activates the relay is completely eaten in half. The battery cable almost eaten in half. I don't even know what these wires here go to. Oh, headlight harness. That's why we have no headlights up front, because our harness right here is completely cut in half. Eaten in half. Crazy what these rats can get away with on eating. So I'm going to go ahead and try and patch in some wiring, see if we can't get this thing to do lighty things and cranky things. It has a battery again. Hopefully it will do more things than it did before. Hopefully the headlights will work. Hopefully the starter will do something. We will all find out here in a minute. Hook the battery up to it. I went ahead and repaired the harnesses. Harnesses plural. The rats had eaten the harness that goes to the voltage regulator. They ate the harness that goes up to the entire headlight setup. They even ate my wires and my main power cable going to the bulkhead and the relay harness. So I had patched all that up. Now we can finally find out if in fact the demon will come to life and do anything. Well, actually, it won't come to life right now, but at least we'll see if the headlights flicker and the engine rotates and does things. I still got to go get plug wires and stuff. I got kind of busy today. But it is nighttime. Derek, why don't you turn on my headlights to see if they do anything now? Come on, demon. Light up the beams. Oh, it does! Sweet! We have headlightage. So that is fixed. Turn the key, see if the starter does anything. It's doing something. Do it again. Let go. Again. I hear the starter relay is doing something, but the motor. I got my fix-it tool for the starter. Okay, try it now. No? Do it again? Alright, let go. So the starter is not doing anything. I wonder if the Slant 6 starters are different than... See, I don't really know anything about Slant 6s. Now I have other starters, but are Slant 6 starters specific to Slant 6s? Do you know, Derek?
Actually, not. You know what? No, they're not. You can put a Slant 6 starter on a V8.
Okay.
I put one on my 383.
So if that is in fact true, I think I can swap that starter out. I'm going to be very careful when I'm removing the starter because all the spikies are under there. The ninja stars. The ninja rats. I will give the Slant 6 one thing though. It's really easy to replace the starter on it. It's like right in your face and you don't have to jack the car up and crawl underneath it and get full of spider webs and everything. So, if you have a Slant 6, that is a benefit. But if you also have a Slant 6, not having power is a downfall. Make sure I don't put my hands under the starter, because that's where all the ninjas are. Oh man. Oh, good thing I didn't stick my hand under that starter. We got ninjas and dead spider carcasses everywhere. I found a donor starter out of my junk pile. We'll see if this thing actually works. Probably a reason it was in the junk pile. New starter is on. Hopefully it spins and it wasn't something more serious. You get to go inside the demon and watch all the key turnage in all its motion. Oh wait! That sounded like full spinning. Let's check it out. This thing may fire. Do I have any gas? I mean, I have gas, but I don't have any gas. Good news, I actually did find some gasoline. Speaking of, you know what? I have never pulled the air cleaner off this car. Let's see what is underneath here. Watch the carburetor just be entirely full of spiders and stuff. Huh? Not that bad. Looks like it's got a little bit of rat nest in it. But the carburetor itself is not terrible. Ooh, the heat riser. So this was designed to heat up the carburetor for winter conditions so it will get to optimal running temperature faster. But here in the desert, we don't need that crap because it's plenty hot enough. All right, Does this thing actually do throttle things? Oh, it does. It doesn't. Oh, there it goes. It's coming back to life. All right. I seriously, you know, I don't think it's gonna do anything, but just in case it does, we'll move this over there, away from all the spinnings of the pulleys and whatnot. Does this thing even have a vent tube? Oh, it does. See, I don't really mess with this stuff that much. If it's missing 2 cylinders. Not only is it missing 2 cylinders, but it's missing 2 points of compression too. These things were like 7.5 to 1 compression. You can literally run it on moose piss. Speaking of moose piss, let's put some in the bowl. We'll just fill up the bowl, see what happens. What do you think, guys? Do you think this will actually do something? Okay, it hasn't run since probably 1991, 92-ish. So put a starter on it, fix some wiring after all the rats. So now, is it actually going to do something when we hit the key? I still don't want to sit in it because I'm worried about those ninja stars going up my ass. So I will sit on the side. Ugh. All right, come on, Slant 6. It's not like I hate them. It's just when you're a car guy, muscle car guy, anything that does not have a V8, you're just like, eh. But these were very reliable engines. I mean, they used them in forklifts. They used them in, this thing's only got 78,000 miles on it. So, according to all the Slant 6 experts, it still has like another 200,000 miles to go. Let's see. Oh, it's trying. And there it went. It tried for a second. I don't know why I'm pumping the throttle, but it just have it. Okay, nope. Most likely the carburetor is garbage. Spray some juice down in there. That was probably way too much. Especially for, I smell acorns burning, so maybe it will ooh, I could definitely smell them. There must not be any exhaust on this thing because it's It is really trying. Same thing. So, it's like probably trying to fire on like 2 cylinders. I bet it's got some stuck valves in it from like old gas and whatnot. Come on. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and check the spark on this here thing. It probably don't have any spark to it, so here we go. Come on. Oh. I guess this helps. It probably helps when you hook up the battery. Keep forgetting I have one of these remote triggers. I've actually got 3 of them now because I not only forget once, I forgot twice, so now I've got 3 of them. Alright, see if we got spark now. No? Time to get out the test light. See if we're gonna get power at the coil. We in fact have no power at the coil. We do have power at the alternator, but we have no power on the coil. So let's see if we have anything at the ballast. Yes. Yes. And you can tell the ballast is doing its job because bright, dimmer, dimmer, bright. That's the whole job of the ballast resistor, is to drop the voltage so it doesn't smoke the coil. But we are not getting power from there. So, do we have another rat-eaten wire? All right, we are now getting power at the coil, but I mean, the spark here is so faint. Even 7.5 to compression won't fire on that. So, last night discovered a few things on why our spark was so weak. Well, one is that it looks like it probably still has the original cap in it. I mean, this thing is smoked. And I can tell that they ran very little timing in this thing, because the side of the terminal that is completely burned up is just on one end. When you have a good spread with your mechanical advance and the correct timing, it will use up majority of that terminal, not just the one end that's all burned up, as you can see right there. Or not, it might not be able to zoom like that, I don't know. Also the center, I forget what they call it, but that's completely melted down. The wires are ancient, and I went ahead and pulled the distributor out. And yeah, the mechanical advance is pretty much stuck. There's no swing to it. So instead of the 135 horsepower this thing would have made, I think that's the number. I'd have to look it up. Don't really care too much, but I think that's the number. The mechanical advance, not having any mechanical advance would help with that. Plus, this rotor has been replaced, but it's used up. And the points, so there is well, not only that, but the points are pretty burned up, but also the gap is tremendous. It's like double what it's supposed to be on the gap there. So usually about 20 thousandths is the number. That is probably closer to 40 thousandths. And I can tell that it's been used up a lot because the contacts are pretty burned and all discombobulated. So the fix, we're going to take the distributor apart, we're going to clean up all the mechanical advance, we're going to weld up some of the mechanical advance, that way it'll have more base timing but still retain the same RPM timing. That'll give it more snot at the bottom. Also, new cap, rotor, wires, new fuel pump, and bolt this bolt this whole thing back together. It's like back asswards day, because I'm not used to working on Slant 6s. And see if we can't get this thing to fire up and have a little bit more snort than it would have down low. Well, normally you can just kind of sand the points. Oh yeah, it's the next morning. Normally you can sand the points, but these points are beyond foobarred. They're pretty garbage. So I'm gonna go digging for another points. I've got to have an old distributor laying around. I got a junk pile of distributors that I'm gonna go check out in a tote. So see if I can find one that I am looking for, something that's usable. That's the good thing about points versus electronic. If electronic was junk, there's no fixing on the side of the road. But with points, you can fix, one wire hanging off the distributor means that's got a points in it. See if these are any good. Those look way better than what we got. I'm going to be robbing that one. Now, if you are not familiar with points, which I'm sure most of my followers on here are well familiar with points, and this is going to be boring for you. But there's also some newcomers that are getting interested in old cars, and they are not known of this wizardry right here. What the hell is that? What does it do? Well, this right here, this doohickey right here is called points. And sadly, technology now cannot even replicate this correctly because all the repop ones are garbage. Anyways, so there's two contacts here. And there is a cam lobe that rides right here, and this is basically your rocker arm. Oh, so it's going to go open, close, open, close, open, close. And right here is the distributor shaft, and that is the cam lobe. So there is 6 lobes on that, hence 6 cylinders, slant 6. And each time that lobe comes by and it opens up that contact, that is what sends the spark to the spark plug. So when the contacts are closed, it is generating voltage in the coil. It is giving a ground. So this wire right here is what grounds the coil. The coil constantly has voltage going to it, which is why why there's a ballast resistor. Because if it just happens to be where that distributor is on the closed part of it, well, if you just have the key in the on position, that coil is constantly getting saturated with voltage. And when it opens the circuit, when the points open, that is when all that voltage has to go somewhere. So it goes poof out the top, down the wire, and to your spark plug. So that is what the points do. And I'm going to weld up some of the centrifugal advance. So this is the mechanical advance here. When it gets to a certain RPM, these weights here start spreading out, and it will advance the rotor on the distributor, so you actually get some advance. Right now they're really sticky, so it's probably not going to work that good. So lube everything up, put it all back together, clean it, and we will have a functional distributor that should make that thing go chitty chitty bang bang, because it's not going to be all like wah wah like a cool sounding V8. It's going to be all like sewing machine chitty chitty bang 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 6. All right, by welding up right there, by welding that up, that limits how far the advance will swing. So you're taking away top end timing, RPM timing, so you have to add more base timing so you get your top end back, which works way better. So instead of, for instance, having, say, 8 degrees of base timing without the vacuum connected, well, it's going to swing to, say, 32. So you 8 to 32, that's a huge swing. So if you are at a stoplight and you crack the throttle open to start going, well, the engine's idling, and when you crack the throttle open, it takes away all the vacuum timing, so then it drops down to 8, your base, which you have no balls at 8 degrees of timing. This way, when all of those factors are taken in place, which you hit the throttle from a stoplight, instead of retarding all the way down to, say, 8, well, now it's only going to retard down to, say, 15, 16, whatever that ends up being, which is going to be way better. Hopefully it's like 17 or 18, and which is way better off. And 15 to 20 degrees of timing when you're cranking, it's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt it whatsoever. I am way behind on treat detail for Bolt. Check it out, Bolt. What is this? Let me out. Oh, what have I got right here? Come on. See, I have a plan. It has been raining all day and the day before, so the ground is pretty saturated and might make it slippery, so people will not. Bolt will hopefully miss some of your treats. Come on, Bolt. All the people on junkerupgarage.com that had bought you treats are desperately waiting to see if you are going to catch their treat. And if they catch it, they win a prize. I lose, you win. All right, who we got here first? We have got Courtney Robbins. Okay, Bolt, we're gonna cut these in half. All right, you gotta step back. Come on. All right, this is for Courtney Robbins. Ready, Bolt? Aha! I win! And you saw that went right to him. Okay. Brittany Holmes. See, that's my plan is working. The slippery ground is offsetting Bolt's balancery. All right, ready, Bolt? This one's for you. This is for Brittany. Oh, dang it. He caught that one. Dang it. Brittany, you win. All right, now I'm gonna have to send Brittany something. All right, and the people that Bolt that has caught your treats before, I'm way behind to getting all this stuff done, so I'm gonna work on all of these this week. But Brittany, winner. Courtney, loser. I'm just kidding. Bolt didn't catch it, sorry. But next we have Michael Doyle. All right, Michael. I know Michael's bought some merch before. So, all right, this one's for Michael, Bolt. Get back. Okay, ready? This is going right to you. Catch it for Michael. Oh, dang it, he did. I mean, yes, you win. No. So, Bolt's getting too good at this. All right, Michael. Check winner. Stephanie Carter. All right, Bolt, this is for Stephanie. Here we go. We gotta do our paces. Aha! Stephanie, I win, you lose. Stephanie. Sorry, didn't catch it. And I'm being very fair. You can see they go right to him. You know what? Next time, I'm gonna have to plan this out to where the sun is gonna be in Bolt's eyes, so I have a better chance at winning these. Regina Castillo. This is for you, Regina. All right, Bolt. Nope, you're getting too close to me. This is cheating. Stay there. Okay, here we go. Coming right to you, Bolt. He didn't even... Okay, that was like right here. That was on... All he had to do was just turn his head, and he would have caught that. Sorry, Regina. You lose on that one. Loser. Alex Metalobos. I probably pronounced that wrong like I did several times before. All right, this is for Alex, Bolt. Aha! It touched his lips and fell. I win. See, now you guys, some of the guys that don't know this, they're probably like, what the hell are you doing? Well, anybody that goes on junkerupgarage.com can have the chance to buy Bolt a doggy treat. And if Bolt catches your treat, I have to send you something. So you get a prize. Okay, Bolt, we'll do a couple more. Kenny Norwood. All right, Kenny. All right, Bolt, you gotta get back. This is gonna be my left-handed throw. Oh, he caught it even though his head bounced off of Smurf. Yes, Smurf, my 69 RT Charger with the tunnel ram, is getting a little bit of work right now. So we're doing a video on this guy. But we finished the demon for now. So Kenny, he caught yours. You are lucky. All right, Thomas Hedrick. All right, Bolt, this is for Thomas. I'm gonna do a right-handed throw. Ready, Bolt? I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do a long one. It's gonna go right to your noggin. Oh, man. All he had to do was open his mouth on that one. I gave you that win, Thomas. I gave you that. So you owe me. All right, Thomas, win. Dang it. Winner. All right, Timothy Heasel. We'll do one more after Timothy, and then we got to get back to the episode. Okay, Bolt, ready? I'm not going to do another long shot. Bolt's probably better at those. All right, this is going to go right to your forehead. Oh, it went right to his tooth. It bounced off his tooth. So you cannot say that I sabotaged that one. All right, Timothy. That is loser. All right. One more. Guy Smith. We'll save the rest for the next video. All right, Guy, this is for you. All right, Bolt, you ready? Plus, his belly's getting full. All right, Bolt, catch this one for Guy. Make this last guy a winner. Like slow motion. Guy, loser. He did not catch it. All right. We are going to get back to the demon episode. I just needed to get caught up on some of the treats, so I was inputting this into this episode. Back to the demon, which is now in the water. I would walk over there, but this is caliche. When I step on that, it's gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get my #1 piston at top dead center so I know where to set the distributor at. So we're just gonna dump. Okay, that feels like it's starting to be on the compression stroke. When I pulled the old plugs out, I didn't see anything unusual. There's not one saturated in burnt oil. There's not one that is completely rusted. There's not one that's bent or broken. So that is a good sign, but we're still putting new ones in. Okay, everything is hooked up. We are now ready to test the new spark game. Wouldn't really call it all that much better. I think we're gonna try jumping the ballast resistor. All right, let's see if we got anything this time. Ballast resistor is jumped. Okay, it's better, but I wouldn't really consider it great. All right, we're gonna try what we tried last night. Let's just put some gas in it and see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some PB Blaster down all the spark plug holes in each cylinder, just in case there's any rust in there. I should have done this first, but I was thinking it would just fire. You know, because it's a slant 6 and it's supposed to be indestructible. At first I thought I was foobar because it didn't really spin over that fast after I sprayed that PB Blaster in there, but now look at it. And letting go of the trigger and it's still rotating for a second gives me hope that it's not really tight anymore. Hopefully we are saved. I realize some people are probably like, slant 6, why do they call it a slant 6 instead of just an inline 6 like the Chevy and Ford and everyone else? Well, it's because Chrysler needed more hood clearance. And if they had the engine, the pistons standing straight up, there wasn't enough hood clearance for the vehicles that they wanted to put the engine in. So what they did is they put the engine at an angle. I can't remember the exact angle. I think it's like 30 degrees or something. But now the pistons go up and down at an angle, which allowed them to give the hood clearance. The valve cover appears to sit flat, but it's not. It's actually angled like this. And so everything moves in this motion, hence slant 6, because it's on a slant. And all the intake runners and exhaust runners come out the same side, which really limits the CFM flows because you have tiny ports both on the intake side and the exhaust side. I've seen guys port these heads out. You know, Dulcich has done big porting on them, done big cams, and why spend all that time and effort to put into an engine when a simple 318 with a cam in it will make more power than a hopped up slant 6 that's been ported, polished, intake, header, carburetor, compression, all that. So to me, if you have a slant 6, just leave it as a cruiser. You'll probably up the compression a little bit and probably up the cam just a tiny bit so it's not so pathetic, because you can go too small on cam to where it's inefficient. So I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll do later, is up the compression and put a slightly bigger cam in it so it gets into its efficiency range when you're cruising on the highway. And I do have an aluminum Offenhauser intake manifold and a header for this that I had acquired over time. I was thunking ahead of time thinking I might do something with this guy, so we will see. Of course, it has to run first. If we can get it to do something this time. Oh, it is trying, so that worked. Yes, it just needs a little bit less timing. I can tell by cranking it, it's going so take a little timing out of it. Ooh, you know what? It looks like I can't take any more timing out of it, but there is another bolt on the bottom side of the distributor. So there's like two adjusters. You got one adjuster that you can see for fine tuning, and then you have another adjuster for, I guess, to get it even closer. It's just dumb. Why not just be like big block and small block, where you have a bracket that comes over, locks it down, so you have infinite adjustability. Ah, stupid battery. Gotta let it charge more. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith in this engine, especially cranking, and I can see the amount of blow-by that is coming out of the breather just cranking. Check it out. I mean, it's ungood. Right there, watch it. It's usually an ungood sign that there's just no piston rings in this thing. Alrighty guys, I let it sit for a while. Maybe the PB blaster had saturated the plugs. I don't know. Battery's charged up. Let's see if it will in fact do anything now. Oh! It was kind of running. Kind of. It's like right there. It's trying to. It's alive! I pulled a plug out and it was like just wet. I'm like, okay, maybe I put too much fuel in it. So, I don't know. I was like, just for the hell of it, I just held onto the starter and it just and started to come alive. And then when it fired up, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta record this. So yeah, it was running for a couple seconds before I turned the camera on. But it's alive. But it needs to be alive a lot longer than that. All right, I put a little bit more fuel in the bowls. Let's try and do this again. Hey! It's not even knocking or anything. It even sounds like it's on all 6 cylinders. Holy crap. I guess you can't kill a slant 6. Look, it's coming alive. It's getting better and better. Oh, my fuel pump will be here tomorrow for this thing. We can make it run longer. It's still going, and I only put a little bit of fuel in the bowl. Come on, come to life, buddy. Come to life. Keep coming. Look at all the shit it blew out of the exhaust. Acorns. Ah, burning rat shit and acorns. How is it still going? I barely put any fuel in it. No wonder these things get such good fuel mileage. Probably could have drove a couple miles. Oh, there it goes. It is coming to life. I don't hate you as much now. Oh. Whew. Well, now that we know that it runs, I might actually throw a little bit more money into it. I might actually put some new oil in it and a new filter, an air filter. Let's go ahead and pull that carburetor off, see if we can't clean it out to make it work a little more gooder. I know this is really grasping at straws here, but curiosity is getting to me. I have a big jug of brake fluid that was given to me, and so I don't mind seeing if the brakes will actually work in this thing by using this junk fluid, or fluid that was given to me. All right. Okay. I have zero faith in that actually working, but it's entertaining my mind. Nope. Nope. It doesn't even return. Nope. Oh, it came back that time. Wait a second. Is it fooling with me or... Oh, never mind. He went away. It was fooling with me. That's gonna do nothing. It actually took fluid. It did something. Impossible. No freaking way. Look. It doesn't go... Oh. It doesn't go to the floor. Is it actually? Whoa, look at that. We're having fluids do something. No freaking way. That might even be enough brake pedal to where we could, ooh, you know what? Let's try something else. Ah, that's why I didn't want to sit in that thing. Just a freaking, the foam, man. I just checked. The transmission has fluid in it. The brake pedal seems to be working, like it actually pushes, there's pressure against my foot. And I saw bubbleage happening in the master cylinder. So we're gonna top off the bowl in the carburetor because I don't have a fuel pump yet. I haven't dropped the gas tank, I haven't done nothing. If I put this thing in gear and it actually moves and has a brake pedal, just wow. So we're gonna top off the bowl right now. Alright guys, I still have what feels like brakes. We're gonna try and fire this thing up and put it in gear, see what it do. Oh, it stopped! Okay, carburetor is not that great, but there was somewhat of a brake pedal. If we just bled that, it would always ruining my scene. This guy. Well, Slant 6 isn't dead.
I was gonna say.
Since the car has proven itself worthy, we're going to go ahead and change the oil, flush the radiator, get all the fluids in tip-top shape, so we might even be able to drive this thing. And I think I might have a lead on some front small bolt pattern Kragers that may be here this weekend. We'll find out, which is tomorrow, if you didn't know what day it was, because you're there and I'm here, and you're gonna see this far after I'm done doing this. Yeah. These damn ninja stars are everywhere, man, and they freaking hurt. These things suck ass. Well, at least this oil pan doesn't have a freaking rot hole in it, and it will actually hold oil. Unlike the green 70 charger that I did last time. Okay. At least there's no water in it, that's good. It's probably been a minute since I made one of these oil filters. Can't say I have seen one. It's gonna be pretty rainy the next couple of days. I guess California might even fall off the map and get flooded. But in the meantime, I didn't really want to spend a bunch of monies in rebuilding this 1-barrel carburetor. So I took it apart, cleaned it out, got all the gunk out of it, blew out all the orifices, and now I'm making gaskets for it. Which is one nice thing about old school cars. If it breaks down or messes up, you can usually fix it. I mean, paper gaskets, baling wire, bubble gum, duct tape, whatever, jumper wires. Usually you can get these things back on the road and get to A to B so you can fix it correctly with the correct parts with anything you can get your hands on, which is what I'm doing right now. Making stuff. Getting all nippy and stuff. Just been raining all day. Everything is just saturated wetness and cold. I don't like cold. That's why I live in the desert. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this fuel pump off. Just want to blow out any dirt and debris that might fall in the engine when I pull the fuel pump off. Granted, slant sixes are supposed to be indestructible, but I want to prevent any damage I can. By the wear on that rocker arm, how much you want to bet that's the original fuel pump? And it went 78,000 miles. Yes, 78,000 miles. Hell, I can't get a mechanical fuel pump to last 10,000 miles now. Well, my upper and lower radiator hoses were leaking. Can't imagine why. That's actually the factory hose clamps. The spring clamp is broken in half. So I went ahead and got some new radiator hoses. I'm gonna go ahead and replace my upper and lower, and then I can put coolant in it, put fuel in it, and try and fire this thing up again. I hate these clamps. They suck. Oh, another one just broke. See? That one just broke. No wonder it was leaking. Dang, Minnesota cars. Fuel pump is on. Radiator hoses are on. The carburetor is back on. I've got some fuel lines run. New fuel filter, but I don't have the original hard line actually plumbed to the fuel filter yet. I kind of want to fire it up for a second, let it get gas sucked out of my, temporary fuel system, and kind of clear that original hardline fuel line out before I actually plumb it to the engine. So I'm going to go ahead and put the battery up And let's turn the key and see if this thing will do like it was doing before, but run longer. So I can actually set timing and stuff. All right, I'm gonna hit the key, or actually the trigger, just to get it to run long enough to where it starts pumping fuel out. Come on. Third time's a charm. Oh, I just saw it pump fuel. All right, that's a lot of gas spraying everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my filter hooked up, and this thing might actually kick off. Ah, there it goes. All right, just do that again. There's probably not a whole lot of life left in that battery. So let's just raise the idle a little bit. All right, just do what you did again. Oh, dang it. Hey, it seems to be running pretty good, actually. Sounds like a pretty gnarly UPS truck. Well, shocker, my needle and seat is not the greatest. Probably needs a new one, most likely needs a new one, or this fuel pump is not actually set to the pressure that the Slant 6 carburetor is supposed to be tuned to. So I don't know if I'm just getting too much pressure or if my needle and seat's crap, which I'm kind of banking on the needle and seat being crap because it's a barn find. But it runs good enough to where I can go ahead and set the timing. So go ahead and fire the thing back up. Like I said, fire the thing back up. Hey, 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 hey. All right. Find out where we are at. Alrighty guys, I have learned some things on the Slant 6, just setting the timing and getting it all tuned up and everything. And the timing stuff that I do with my cammed big block engines doesn't work on the Slant 6. It in fact made it start to hiccup, and which was too much timing. So the Slant 6 is in fact like less timing. It probably has to do with such small plenum volume and also such pathetic camshaft. So I'm thinking though that is what has to do with it. Usually I run manifold vacuum, straight manifold vacuum, so it'll help with my cammed engines, get them to idle smoother and work better. But with the stock engine and such small camshaft, such puny plenum volume, it worked the opposite. Plus, even though I took the carburetor apart and got it cleaned out, there was probably still some gummed up stuff in the orifices. So what I did is I had to do the old school trick where you rev it up and then slam the choke shut. And what that does is it
sucks on the Venturis harder and hopefully sucks all the stuff out, because it would not run worth a shit until I did that probably 15 times, and then all of a sudden it started to smooth out and run good. And then at that point I was able to lower the idle, lower the idle, lower the idle, and get it to where it was in the transition slot and sucking on the idle jet even harder, and it all of a sudden just came alive and just boom, like smooth running slant 6. Give it the old, even the original accelerator pump, 53 years old, still works. Listen to that. It just purrs like a kitty. See, now normally when I have a fuel system like that, the big blocks gulp it up very quick. But it has in fact been sipping on that forever. So you know this thing is going to get great fuel mileage. Listen to this throttle response too. It is awesome. It is like a pissed off UPS truck. But look it. So in fact what I learned is if we keep it how the factory says and you leave it at ported vacuum for the slant 6, it in fact runs better. Watch this. Okay, this is ported vacuum. Now remember, I'm running more timing than the factory did originally anyway. I welded up some of that mechanical advance so that way I have more timing down low. And this thing at idle without manifold vacuum is at, I believe it was 16. Now watch this. If we actually, so we're going to hook this up to run all right. See, it's now running off of straight manifold vacuum, but listen to the hiccups. You get that that means it's got too much timing in it. So, but my mechanical advance at the top is where I want it to be. My idle advance is where my idle initial timing is where I want it to be. It's just at idle, this engine does not like the additional timing with, well, the vacuum pod. So now we'll hook it back up to ported vacuum. All right. Notice the difference. You come back here, it's just a nice smooth idle now. So my idle down low, my timing down low, my timing up high is where I want it to be. It's just this engine does not like the vacuum advance on straight manifold. Learned something. Also, one other thing, probably why I had a hard time getting it to run at first, is I bet the exhaust was completely plugged, because you should have seen all the shit that blew out of the exhaust pipe. And there is no muffler. I just threw that on there last night so it would be a tad less loud when I was sitting here rev tuning it. But yeah, I'm betting that's probably why I also had a hard time getting it to run, is just the shit that blew out. I mean, you're not even seeing half of it. It was pretty bad. All acorns and poop and whatnot.
Now that we've got our NASCAR spec fuel system installed, we have brakes, we know the transmission works. Seems like things should start rolling. Get my drift? Come on, Will.
Ooh, it's actually, this is officially my first time sitting all the way in this car. I pushed my little rubber mat all the way in so I can actually plant my butt in the driver's seat. See, the whole reason I wanted this car originally was to have a little city fuel economy car, because if it's got 2 less cylinders than 8, my simple math tells me it will take less fuel sitting at traffic lights, which here in Vegas, we spend a lot of time at traffic lights. Hopefully I can get out of Vegas soon and not have to deal with traffic lights anymore. And maybe I can use this as a freeway highway cruiser or what? Don't know. But all I know is I have never driven this car. I'm first time sitting in it. Let's see. Make sure it, see, now the brake pedal feels too stiff, like it. Well, my brake warning light is still doing something, so that tells me that there is pressure happening in the system. Okay, come on, fire up. Oh yeah, I took my muffler off, so now it's all of the noise. Actually, no, I kind of don't hate it. Oh yeah, my power steering is working. Sweet. Let's see if the brakes still work. They are still working. Hell yeah. My alternator gauge is working. My oil pressure light works. So before you fire it up, there's a warning light on the dash that's, hey dummy, you got no oil pressure. But as soon as it fired up, bam, my light shut off because I fixed the wire that had been eaten. Okay. First gear. Do you think this thing even has the balls to do a burnout? Oh man. These tires are so freaking old that they didn't even make any noise for a while. This thing actually isn't bad. Look, it's still idling smooth. This thing might be pretty good. That's good. I just noticed in gear it idles so smooth. Uh-oh, why am I not moving? Oh, there we go. The brakes were dragging. Okay, so the brakes on this thing are not the greatest. It's like a Cadillac, man, over the curbs and stuff. Okay, it's got some Canadian tires on it. They're like 50-year-old tires probably. But they're still holding air. It shifted! The transmission works. We know we have second gear. Whoa, what's that noise? Oh, the speedometer's working. We exceeded the speed limit of 20 miles an hour and the speedometer's yelling at me. Oh, that's annoying. We're gonna have to It's like even the shocks still work. This thing is good. All right, third gear, come on. Okay, the interior could use some work. I think I'm in third gear. Hey, the brakes are still working. That's good. That speedometer's got to go. That is annoying. Neighbor guy. He's cool. He used to race top alcohol dragsters. But you wouldn't know it looking at him. Alright, so we have done... Oh, there we go. Besides the speedometer, this thing is golden. Oh, third gear! I just felt it. Whoa, Nally. Okay, the brake system is in major need of repair. It just needs new shoes, hoses, get the rotors, or the rotors, get the drums turned. And this thing will be a cruiser and probably get awesome fuel mileage. Oh, it downshifted. And it actually, well, I wouldn't say it had power, but it actually accelerated. I kind of want to drive this thing farther, but I really do not trust the tires that are on this thing. They're not Maypops, they're Will Pops. I really don't want to exceed probably 30, 40 miles an hour on these things. But so far, this thing is golden. Okay, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll give it that. It's good. You know, we actually haven't driven any distance in reverse. Let's see if reverse actually works. Ho ho. Dude, this thing is good.
Last song, the devil's grinning. I hear him say, "It ain't walking out, but you ain't neither today." I ain't riding for mercy, for mercy. I ain't riding for grace, riding for grace. I'm riding for vengeance. I'm setting the pace. No last words, no chance to defend. I'll see you all at the bitter end.
Oh yeah, some of the coolest taillights in the Mopars. I mean, to me, the Chargers have really cool taillights, the Cudas, the Challengers, and the Dusters are pretty good, but the Demon taillights at night just look kind of evil, like cat eyes just slanted up. And so, I don't know. And plus, just the name, Demon, you know, pow. Of course, this is kind of a neutered Demon. This is not a 318 car. It's not a 340 car. It's a slant 6, as you've seen. But you know what? This could be like the ultimate poser fuel economy car. If we put the Demon stripes on it and finish putting Kragers all the way around it, of course it'd be kind of hard to find matching Kragers because that's small bolt pattern Krager. So we'd have to find some small bolt pattern wheels to put on the front to match the back. But you put a white stripe on this thing, you put the white Demon stripe across the back, which will really dress up the tail panel, make it all like racy looking, hence poser. But it would be kind of a cool, you know, daily driver economy car. Or say I needed to run to my place in Arizona, well, I could probably go there and back for, who knows, 50 bucks. So, I don't know, it's just a thought. It does, the interior needs some attention, quite a bit of attention. You know, actually, mostly the interior just needs all the rat shit sucked out of the headliner. It needs the front seat reupholstered. The rear seat is actually not bad. Look at that, it's actually quite stylish. Even comes with a free golf ball. And definitely fix that annoying speedometer. Maybe that's just the car telling us, hey, I'm not quite highway ready. Keep it under 20, Because as soon as this thing went over 20 miles an hour, that speedometer was squealing. It was no! But this would actually be a pretty good car. So what do you guys think? Think I should just get rid of it, sell it? Do you think I should actually put a little bit more time into it and make it even better and try and do like a fuel mileage test with this thing? Because I know patina, 600 horsepower, 489 cubic inches of 6-speed awesomeness, its best was 19 miles per gallon on the highway. What would something like this get? It's got half the engine, less than half. Yes, less than I do. The hamster wheel was turning in my head. It's got less than half the cubic inch. It has a fourth of the power. So I don't know. Maybe this thing has the potential to get mid 25, 26, 27. Get it all tuned in and properly. It might be pretty darn good. Well, just let me know in your comments, guys. What should I do with this thing? You know, would you just automatically big block swap it? Would you automatically 340 swap it? Or if you've already got fast cars, would you just keep this one as is, as it has all 3 gears, it has all 6 cylinders? I don't know, would you just keep it as is and drive it? It is time to get this thing back in the backyard and get it out of sight. It's just so quiet. I can't even imagine this thing with an exhaust system on it. It just, everything works.
Water burnout. This is JJ the Boss Rules.
I'm ready to experience all the powers yet again. Even slow, wimpy cars are fun.